for September 3rd, 2025. I'll be writing for Bells in the Dark. Just see how far we get tonight. I'll take a break in about an hour to pull out my laundry and just go from there. There. It's always difficult to figure out the truth. All right, let's get to it. Some music. Having a good night tonight. not call the mom anything? Yeah, that's funny. That's good. I can always change it again later. Mhm. one of the rules that always kind of ticks me off is about commas. Like, do I put a comma there? I don't like the idea of putting a comma like right here. And obviously, it would be wrong to do so, but it's like it's polished walnut, and it's like I prefer this because it's like it's shiny walnut. It's not any other type of walnut. I hate grammarians almost as much as I hate so many others. Yep. I love me some childlike wonder. Brings back enjoyment. You can give up the irony for a minute and just enjoy things, which is so rare these days. I don't know if even a Sigma could do. No, it's hard to do. You have to sort of be on your toes and not going to be scammed, but at the same time, sort of let go of your guard, and that's hard to do. Like, how do you like, like it's something really you can do if you believe in a God, because then what happens is that you can experience the world and have, a potentially bad experience, but then it's also under the protection of God, and you can live a certain way that's more free. And I think that's something that is sort of mistaken on, like when people say live free, they think some sort of libertarian thing, but in reality, I'm a slave to Christ, I'm free in Christ, which is two completely different things. Two very important things, though, for the Christian. I'm a slave to whatever God wants, or I should be, but at the same time, I'm free to pursue it. And so it's like that slave mentality. People who think they read Nietzsche talk about, oh, it's a slave mentality. Yeah. But the thing is, we've lost the other half of it, where we're free. I'm free to write. I'm free to write as much as I want, as long as it's honoring to God. But the thing is, I want to honor God. So it's like it comes back around. So it's more than just some sort of Nietzschean, will to power thing. I do want my will to power, but I also want to do it in a way that pleases the order that God puts into the world. Because it's like rules, sure, in the baseline. It's rules, man. But it's also the freedom to handle things. Because in reality, you don't have to murder people nearly as much as you think you did, or steal from them, or covet their stuff, and all that jazz. You can give it up. Still be a Nietzschean of some kind or other. Just checking things. I'll be doing about 10 minutes more. Yep. I mean, this is marketing in its own way. Well, it's a little less than that. $1,500. Yeah, I agree. They want to put up hurdles, partially because there's a need to feel special about what you do. Like it's about craftsmanship or something. Um, but there was a mythos that grew up in writer circles about writers, you know, like, and for uh, guys like me, yeah, I believe in the mythos in a way, but also I believe in the mythos like in the same. Actually, that's a good point. Like in the same way that there's natural athletes, yeah, there are people who are explicitly better writers. Something about their mind is formatted in a certain way that allows them to communicate or create beautiful phrases or to just have the creative ideas. In the same way that there's a runner who's very fast. At the same time, writing is a muscle. You know, you can build up how good you are in it. Um, like that stuff with John Delarose and Robert Cross, or however you pronounce his name. It's not even that like I particularly care about this fight. John makes enemies. You know, maybe they should advertise their based con differently. But you know, it's safe. Screw off. But the problem is that how they do it, the personality, is terrible. You know, hey, you know, you can go up to to John DeLaRose. Hey, I've got Larry Correa here as a guest. You're not going to cause me trouble, right? No, I'm not going to cause trouble. Well, I don't know. He might cause trouble with me. Okay, fine. Just don't, you know, be the bigger man. Do I have your promise with that? Yeah, you got my promise. That's easy. That's all you have to do. That's like, like so many people turn it into a federal issue. And it's like, you know, it's like sigmas and gammas and omegas all mixed in the same pot, you know, with some deltas, you know, and rest thrown in there. But in reality, you know, all you have to do is have a little spine, set some rules to how things are going to go. And if the other person is offended that you set rules, well, that's their problem. So much digital ink is spilled for nothing. It's like when people talk about some nothing burger that some politico gets up to, it's like it's a nothing burger. Yeah, but it was a special nothing burger. It was my special long, nothing burger. And to me, of course, that's too bad. Too many writers want to hug box it as well, no matter what their leanings are. Yeah, it's yeah. You just don't get hug boxes. Like my personal feeling on Pirate Software is that he had a few things going against him, but one of the big things is that he had a hug box community. So when things went bad and he showed some human flaws, which I'm going to be real, something like, a person dying in a hardcore Warcraft server is not important. Like maybe he panicked and maybe he's made some mistakes. Maybe he should admit that. I don't care about any of that. It's a video game. Like I didn't realize my emotional well-being was on someone else is playing a 15-year-old plus video game, right? Oh well, he got in because of his daddy or whatever. I don't give a crap. Well, he did this, he did that. He's not admitting he's wrong. It's like, who cares? Like, what are you going to do about that? It's not how any of this works. Like admitting you're wrong for nothing. That doesn't work. It's a video game. Maybe you shouldn't have done this or that. Maybe you should have, whatever. But I'm of the opinion that his major problem wasn't any of that. It was that he had a hug box community that freaked out when he had a bad time. It's like when authors freak out about someone who stirs shit. It's like I dig it, but at the same time, it's like you can't hug box your way out of any of this. Fundamentally, we need to be building institutions, or at the very least, supporting institutions. That's why I support Castalia House. I ran into some financial stuff, nothing big. I paid off a credit card poorly for a month. You pay it right 100 times and then, get it wrong once and then it's like, whoops, gotta wait for that paycheck. But it's like, I've spent a ton of money on Castalia House, but at the same time, I don't view it as them owing me anything except for what I paid for. Like you go in there, oh, I'm owed this, I'm owed attention. John Del Raz and Box Day were pleasant enough to have me promote my live stream, not my live stream, excuse me, my Kickstarter on their platform, for which I'm always grateful for being on their platforms. But it's like, I'll be polite. You don't insult a man in his own house. But it's like, if Box Day or John Del Raz or Stephen Molyneux, I don't care. If they have a bad take, I'm not gonna be disrespectful. But I'm gonna say, I don't know about America collapsing in 2035. But then again, I'm not smart enough to make the genius deductions. Maybe America will be dead in the kind of way. Like Fiona Wolf says, it's like, I'm glad my stuff has someone going at it. from all angles, like people are doing to Eric July, help Eric July writing because he is a hobby writer like I am. Even with Kursova, I think they're supportive Wild Stars. The series has the most overlap for me. Yeah, I need to buy the latest Kursova. Another good one is Corncrake Mag. Is run by my dear friends Nathan Hood and Shield Maiden. Let me get a. There we are. There's actually like 2 Corncrake Mags. Which I think is very funny. There it is. September issue out yet? Big fan of this magazine. I read it at work whenever I'm not too busy. They have the September out yet? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You have to be smart about your money. It's like, you know, you want to support people, but we're not billionaires or anything like that. Most of us are not poor, but, you know, like, it's like, guess what? You know, spent too much on the credit card. Gotta wait, you know, till Friday. Whoops, you know, month changed over 2 days ago. There's some people wanting some money from me. That's too bad, lads. But don't you worry, we'll catch up. It's one of those things. It's just people take these things too seriously, and also they don't take them seriously enough. And also they want that hug box, but also they crave conflict, so they destroy the hug box, burn the hug box. You know, for a little bit of warmth. I think it's dumb though. Like with Pirate Software, like yeah, he hugboxed pretty hard, and they probably destroyed him for that more than anything else. Not that they can admit it, because quite frankly, they're complaining about things that he was open about from the beginning. That he told stories about, that there were millions views YouTube shorts about. I just keep seeing this stuff. It's like, is this the end for Pirate Software? If he lets it, I hope he's smart enough to handle a cancel mob. I think he has mostly handled it, but it's not everyone has the stigma spirit. Not everyone enjoys a bit of conflict in the same way. He's certainly an intellectual puzzle kind of guy more than anything else. Let's put it this way, JDA made about 25% of what I made in a year with his Church Andy book. That's another one I'm going to be buying when I have a little extra cash. And then I'm actually feeling pretty good going forward. I've got I sell things on commission, a certain commission, and I've done quite well this week. So I'm gonna be eating steak and lump. No, I'm kidding. But it's like one of those things. Like you got to know where you are, where you're gonna be, and then it's like, you know, when the cancel mob eventually comes for you, if you're ever important enough, you can just laugh at them. You know, drop some N-words in there so that they could chew on something, you know, and go on with your life. Hey, Will. Hey, Will, they're canceling me on Twitter. Why is that? Because I made a joke about 100 guys versus one gorilla. And I used an A instead of a hard R. I don't know, Ben. Why'd you call me about this? I need a pass, Will. Do me a solid. I always had your back. And then I just flashed the patch, and the cancel mob can't do anything. That's how it works. You get yourself a black friend. Yeah, Twitter or whatever. That should be oh, hold on. I'm gonna play around with Rock for a second. I'm trying to get more into AI a little bit. I'll get to writing again in about 5 minutes. This is close. Let's try this one. Oh, this one is pretty funny. Hello. I'm actually pretty decent at salesmanship, but it's one of those things where actual like learning the marketing is like a whole skill, and I don't want to do that because I already feel that like I'm behind on other things. It's like, but at the same time, it's like, got to do it. All right, I'm gonna switch off this. Excuse me. This is inherently funny. Brother, let me give you my power. Brother. I'm gonna try a different image. I had wanted this in the style of Foxford comics, but I think that was too much. Listen, you might have missed this, Carl, but you need to get yourself a black friend, okay? A black friend will do anything for you, including give you an inward pass. We're getting closer, but it's just getting melty. This is unfortunate. Okay, guys. So you see how it's like, you see how it's getting like melty for some reason? The eye is drooping, like everyone's having a stroke. I don't even know what this guy's doing. Fantastic sketch. Let me try one more time and then I'll get back to it. Maybe. I'm going to show you this. I might just have to edit in inward pass into the image. I told it to stop the image from melting, but that probably wasn't specific enough. Let's try this. As you can see, there are implications here I don't like, but this might be Portland, so it's perfectly natural. Natural to the environment, don't you know? I have no idea what my viewers on other channels are thinking, just because it's like they don't show me any chats or anything like that. But yeah, there you go. All right, let's get a little bit more writing up. Let's try to hit 3K words in this chapter, I guess. Sometimes you just gotta take a break and do something goofy. It's like you. It's like a Lovecraftian story. It's like, oh no, I'm going mad, I'm going mad. And then your black friend comes up. Gotcha. I got you, man. I'll take care of you. Say the word that Shub Niggurath cannot say, and withstand. Oh. Say it to Shub Niggurath's face. Oh. I didn't know Lovecraft named a horror terror after his cat. That's funny. No more gin for me than that. Doesn't you think Ellen DeGeneres ever called up Oprah? Oprah, Opie, I need a favor. I need a big favor. And Oprah's like, this bitch. Yeah, Ellen, how's it going? Yeah, you know, Aquarius, one of my coffee guys. Yeah, I know the Aquarius, Ellen. He looked me in the eyes again. I'm not giving you a pass for that, Ellen. Opie, listen. We go back years. Come back when he's like spilled coffee with you or something. Opie, what if I already said it? Ellen. You're already canceled. Oh. Actually, I am shocked. There hasn't been an N-word scandal with Ellen DeGeneres with everything else. I maybe cap that. But not publicly. Rap would be very confusing for it. I really wish I had chat on Twitter. That's just how it is. How do Mexicans start building a tower? One stone at a time. Gotcha. At this start building a tower. Nonyo. Sorry. I never had access to the junior classics, but I found I read the stories anyway, just in the sort of life. Quite frankly, most of those literary classics, like some of them, like Stendhal and Conrad and stuff like that, yeah, they're literary enough. But others, it's like my aunt was reading one that was about these two gay boys, and not for like sexual thrill, I don't think, but just because it was like what the book club was reading, what all the literary was reading. I remember when that stuff was coming out. It was a lot of fun. We read the books together in prep, and then we saw the movies on a projector that I helped put up against the wall. And there was it was funny. We had to do it pretty janky. So essentially, it was the DVD, Blu-ray, whatever player connected up to a computer. A computer screen, a certain type of TV monitor that was maybe older than I was, and almost certainly older than I was actually. And then that output, because it had an output of all things. So the input was DVD, Blu-ray, whatever, into that. Excuse me. And then even a VCR, because we did have like the first VCR stuff. And then it got shoved into the projector. I'll agree the books were better. The thing is that sometimes I don't have the willpower to read the books. In fact, I mostly don't. Not that they're bad. I want to be very clear. I'm not pulling a. I've never seen The Godfather. Why? It insists upon itself. I'm not doing that. To be clear, but it's like the thing is that like the discussion about it is that the people who are like, oh, Aragorn was ruined and stuff like that, nobody really talked about it. And I get that Aragorn is not quite the same man that he was in the Lord of the Rings books. I understand that. I'm not quibbling or anything like that. But that. Yeah, like the sort of I'm not worthy to be king thing is schizophrenic. It's a very schizophrenic plot point. But like a lot less people were talking about it than whatever. Like my mom, I brought this up to my mom, and she's like, "Oh yeah, I knew that, from what I read, just like the films." And it's like that's the appropriate response, but also it's like, wait, you just never talked about it? So maybe other people notice as well. But it's very much like what you're gonna do sort of things. Well, all right, guys. I'm over 3,000 words. I don't have much in the tank, and I'm kind of fading fast. So I'm going to bid you all adieu and sit up straight. Thank you for joining us. This will be a regularly scheduled thing, Wednesdays and Thursdays. I'm going to be doing more writing in general, and I might just do it in other times. However, I'm going to try and guarantee that around 10 p.m. Central, for about an hour, hour and a half or more, I'm going to stream at 10 o'clock, Wednesdays and Thursdays. Maybe even a little bit more. Maybe even a little bit more. But for certain those days. I want to thank you guys for joining. Do check out Pinkerton's Ghosts. We have a new episode. Yeah, for those who might be owed things from Pinkerton's Ghosts, we have seen a rough draft of the animatic, and it's pretty good. It's a bit better than I thought it would turn out to be. And so we're just gonna finish up the rough draft and hopefully get it done before the end of September. And yeah, people who are owed stories, we're working on them. Some stories are going to be delayed a little bit just because of the plot lines. Like, I'm not going to put people who are owed stories into a story that doesn't make any sense. I don't want to do that to it because it's not quite where we want to be. And I have to do some research for one of them. Watch a few stories and such. But I basically know what I need to do. I just need to get the flavor right. Is the request. So yeah, that's how it's going. Because I do see some people in there for it. I hope you're enjoying the Kindle editions if you chose to download it. Have a good one. Have a good night.